a rebirth, a transition into something new, but using old utensils. Like you're coming in with new wisdom, new knowledge, a new approach, new perspective, because you kind of killed your old ways. You killed your conditioned way. You killed the way that you were raised in society. But you're birthing your way, your reality, your life, things that you chose. You had a choice. You have a choice. The choice is yours. And I feel like I'm approaching the rebirth, and I'm so happy because it was heavy. The old me was heavy. It was really heavy. But every time I answered the higher calling, so that what got me through. I answered a call that kind of connect me closer with my spirit team, and they assisted me for so many years, me not even knowing, but they were there. I have been protected. I have been divinely guided. I literally have been walking with the Most High this whole time, because the ways I know I could have got touched, I never did. The ways I knew I could have got wet, I never did. Maybe a little sprinkles, but it didn't pour. It didn't pour. And weapons were formed, but they never prospered. Never prospered. It was hard, but I learned so many things, about myself. I learned so many lessons. I gained so much wisdom, so much knowledge. I learned how to let go. That's probably my biggest lesson that I have ever learned, was just to let go. Let go of what once was. As you evolve, everything can't go with you. Everything can't fly with you. You know what I'm saying? It just cannot go. And it's okay to let go, because the better things are always in the making. It's the evolution, and when you evolve to more. It's more is open up to you. So just go for it. You can't keep trying to bring this off brand with the name brand. And I just look at it like that to incorporate on worldly terms. But you can, and in so many tough situations, just choosing you always be the hard part. But I even had to learn why. Do you not value yourself enough, Jen? Do you not think you're worthy? Do you not think you could not find better? And I used to soak myself up in those thoughts. And guess what? That's why I always got less than better. I always used to settle, and I always used to get played. I thought it, and then it brought into fruition. But once I started choosing myself, that's to anything, anybody, the low vibes, the scenery, just whatever. I can't, because in the midst of all this, I learned that I had a purpose. And even with that, it just came with me. It just came to me as I just went through the most BS. I kept being rejected. I was just in a vulnerable state. I was just really in a real low vibration at one point in my life. Thinking I was the shit. Thinking, you know what I'm saying? Just, thinking how a lot of people think. But I wasn't. Because I knew I wasn't either. When I got home and I was alone, I knew I wasn't. Nothing was really prospering for me. Nothing was really coming into fruition. Nothing was being manifested. Even though I put my manifestations up, I wasn't doing the work within. And it just hurt me so bad. Every time, more and more and more, to the point it hurt me to a core that it hit, and it woke me up. So again, when it hit that core, I got that call, and I answered it. And I healed myself. I sat with myself. I sat in my emotions. I had to deal with it. I had to ask myself. I had uncomfortable conversations with myself. Because, why, Jen? And I had to learn, nobody owes you anything. Nobody is responsible for giving you things that you can't even give yourself. So what are you really asking for? Because you are here, you seeking for love, but if you don't seek for something you already have. So if you loved yourself, you probably could have avoided several situations, but instead you did. So just let them sit with you, marinate on them, learn from them, use them as building blocks to stop focusing on what you don't got and start focusing on what I had. Because I still had a good mind. I still was being divinely guided. And I just chose that. I was just like, I'm going to just leave. I started looking at all my situations and I was just telling myself, I'm going to just step away from a lot of things because maybe I can gain a lot of clarity. And over time, that's how I dealt with a lot of situations. Like, I just stepped away. And every time I stepped away, my perspective, everything it was just made clear to me. And that tool in itself, it got powerful over time. So now it's nothing for me to call out anything. I'm very transparent. I can see through a lot of things, a lot of people. So I don't involve myself in a lot because I can already see it up front and I trust myself. That's what I didn't do back then. I didn't trust myself. That's why this is the rebirth. This is the time that entering into this new phase of my life. Like, everything that I worked so hard for is here. Not even saying that I don't care about the material things, but in all, I'm really proud of myself. I'm proud of the growth within me, and I pray that I can continue on this journey of evolving, the evolution of her coming soon. Like, I could just keep on ascending. And whatever tower moments I may endure, I can learn from them. I can apply them. And I can keep moving. I can keep it moving. So then I can be ready and prepared for my new rebirth. Even if I depart from this realm, I'll be okay in my transition because I did the inner work. And that's the most important work to me. I know it's crazy. I know it seems weird, especially to the people that once knew me. Not know me, but once knew me. But I'm still the same Jen. I'm still the lover. I'm still the wholehearted person. I'm still in your corner, distantly, but I'm still here. The love is always there. It's no hate, it's no nothing. It's just, I answer my call, send it. I gotta do what I gotta do because I really got things to do here. Beyond me, I have a higher purpose. So I'm just ready for that. I'm ready to really give back. I'm ready to help people because I know how it can be. And had I wished that somebody helped me, I probably would never been in some of the situations I was. But unfortunately, I had to save myself. And that's okay because I know people go through their own trials and their tribulations. So I can't fault nobody for that. I can't fault nobody for ever choosing them. And even with that, in the midst of my journey, I learned that, like, people left me for their own reasons. And I can never be mad at it. Even the way you left the way you left for whatever reason. But you probably didn't know. I can't fault you for none of that. You did what you thought was best for you. And if I love you, I should be okay with that. Maybe I wouldn't do it to you, but if that's how you felt, that's how you did it, I'm good. We no longer, but I'm good. Hope you're good, and it's nothing but well wishes. So yeah, this is definitely a rebirth for me. But I just wanted to share like a brief summary, because I just wanted to give a brief summary of my journey, because I'm pretty sure it's a lot of people that could like resonate with what I kind of been through. If I really get in depth with one of you guys, but overall, always just shoot yourself. that's probably my best advice, is just choose yourself. And even if that makes you feel a certain type of way, that's great, because that's change. Change is literally doing the opposite of what you always do. And it's going to bring in new ways, new habits that will help you ascend to your higher self. So always choose you, and always trust your instincts and your intuition. Always.